number 4, Sam York. Also at guard, a 5'10 freshman, number 20, Caden Stewart. At forward, a 6'4 freshman, number 22, Dylan Shinover. Also at forward, a 6'5 junior, number 30, Bryson Grimes. And at guard, a 6'1 freshman, number 34, Dravian Lloyd. The Rebels are coached by Mr. Todd Rader. And now for your Royals. Starting at one guard, a 5'7 sophomore, number 1, Luke Lewis. Also at guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 2, Parker Robertson. At forward, a 6'1 sophomore, number 13, Brennan Trueblood. At forward, a 5'11 sophomore, number 41, Gavin Jenkins. And at forward, a 6'1 freshman, number 55, Drew Morris. Your Royals are coached by Mr. Joe Paxton.
It's a little bit of Key and Peele.
All right, folks. Getting ready here for the opening tip of the JV game between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Randolph Southern Rebels.
It's been a minute since we've had a boys game.
I know. This is my doubleheader. I had a girls game this morning where we saw a big game from the ladies. Kinsey Cook broke the school record for points in a game. She got 41
Nice.
today.
Rebels come down with the tip.
Well, right inside to Grimes. That's a good job by Drew Morris. Kick it out. 3 on the way. No good for Shinover.
Youngblood grabs a rebound, and Lewis will get him started.
Parker's got to take that shot.
Yeah, he normally would. Maybe he's got a New Year's resolution.
Jenkins, good D there. Grimes stayed in front. Lewis doesn't have a New Year's resolution.
for 3.
Who made the pass there? I missed it.
Jenkins. Sorry, I didn't realize we still have the PA on too.
Trying to grab my names here real quick. Lloyd's got it right now. Goes inside to Grimes again.
Nothing good doing over Morris.
Yep. Last time we saw Drew, he had a really nice game.
Some weave action. Find Lewis in the corner again. Got it again. Ooh. Jenkins 2 assists. Lewis 6 quick points.
And that's unusual for Luke. He's not usually looking to shoot.
Spin around, that's Stewart. Into Grimes. Grimes stolen away by Lewis. Lewis going the other way, draws the contact. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Caden Stewart's going to pick up his first.
Yeah, there's not a lot of movement there.
Lewis, deep 3. Short on that one. Youngblood there for the rebound. Parker, no. Youngblood again. 2 offensive rebounds on this series for Brennan Trueblood.
Atta boy. Nice take from Morris.
8-0 Royal lead. Steal by Trueblood. Nice. Let's watch that one again on the replay. Trueblood just beat Shinover to the spot.
Yeah, they just never saw him coming. It wasn't really a press or anything. It was kind of man-to-man, but
yeah.
Good coaching from Coach Paxton there here at the start of the game. And the quick 10-0 lead for the Royals. All right, coming out of the break, see if we can keep it going like this start to 2025. They're going to inbound again, and it does look like we're going to pick up man.
Sorry, I was trying to adjust our camera. It was looking a little dark, so I think I've got it adjusted to look a little better here. It's still a little off. 10-0 Royals here.
Yep, Stewart throws it off York. Three's no good. Luke Lewis filling up the stat sheet. Oh, nice pass. Oof. Grimes from
Take
the
a
elbow.
shot. He hits it. Gets the scoring going here.
Good cut. That's Jenkins off pass from Robertson. And nearly knocked out of bounds. Lewis hits it off. I thought he went off him, but
Poindexter and Maddox in. I'm going to try to adjust something else real quick.
Robertson and Jenkins going to have a break. No Cash Poindexter there, number 21. Noah Maddox, number 11, a couple of freshmen. See if we can keep this going, get the cutters coming through. Lewis thought about it from the corner again. Inside, he gets True Blood. Nice.
True Blood just so strong. He just cleared everybody out and made the work happen there.
And Poindexter pokes it away. Lewis comes up with another steal.
Lewis finds Maddox in the corner for three. Nope. Rebound to Lloyd. 14-2 Royals. And again, there's True Blood poking it away from behind.
It's just all Royals right now. Here comes Luke Zelinga. He's going to give Morris a break.
Shenever cut off. Lloyd goes into Grimes. Back over here to Caden Stewart. Trying to, looks like everything goes through Grimes for them. Grimes up and in for two.
Yeah,
their offense hasn't really existed unless they can get it into him and try to work inside out.
Yep, kind of an old school offense there. Although we do that some with Rubel, and we've done a little bit with Morris. I mean, you got a big man that can pass.
True Blood in the short corner. Finds Lewis. They're going to leave him open again. Luke Lewis with his third three of the quarter. Stewart breaks the press, but gets cut off by Noah Maddox, and then Miles Winnan signals from the cheer block that it should have gone the other way.
Of course.
But the officials did not listen to Miles.
No,
so.
You can trust anybody whose name is Miles.
Shoemaker coming in.
They stepped on the line.
Yep. Ball don't lie. Miles was right.
Yeah, anytime you can get Rasheed Wallace's quote in, it's a good day.
Luke over here to Maddox, to Poindexter in the corner. Swing it around the perimeter here. Throw it inside. Find Maddox.
They need to look the other way.
I know. Had Cash in the corner.
I think it's Grimes now with foul. They switched to that 1-3-1, and we're not peeking on the back side of it when the rotation is over. Morris will come back in and give True Blood a break.
Lewis rises up from 10 feet. It's too close to the basket there, and Grimes with the rebound.
Good take.
Shenever gets it up and in.
They just never stopped the ball. Gave him a lane.
There's that extra pass. Cash in the corner for three, in and out. Morris, though, offensive rebound putback from Drew Morris. Shedever throws it away. Maddox with the steal. Maddox nearly lost it, though. So back, comes back over to Lewis. One more to Poindexter.
He thought about it, I think, because he missed the last one.
Noah's 15-footer just off the mark.
I like that play, though. It was a good pass, good shot.
41 seconds left here. Grimes long on the three. Morris with another rebound.
Nice spin. Oh.
Zalinga can't finish it. Drew goes flying as Shoemaker grabs the rebound. Nobody stops Stewart. Can't get the basket, but does draw the foul. I think that's going to go on Lewis.
Now, here's the reason he did that. Lewis now has 1 foul, 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. The only thing he didn't have is a block.
We'll see if we can get him there. So Caden Stewart at the line to shoot 2. Banks it in. 17.3 seconds remaining here.
And Robertson checked in here at the end of the quarter. Stewart gets the second.
Yeah.
Very close to being a foul.
Yes, it is. 10 seconds left.
Let's take it, Cash.
Gets it back, gets it to Parker, corner 3.
Woo!
Got it. Parker Robertson drills the 3. I'm going to adjust something with our scoreboard camera while we take a break and hear from our friends at the IHSAA.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Okay, folks. We're back here as I'm trying to get our scoreboard camera to read correctly. I think it is now, finally. All right, so starting the second quarter here, Eastern Hancock with a 22-8 lead, courtesy of 4 3-pointers in that quarter.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And look at that. Oh!
Coach Paxton, I heard him in the timeout drawing that play up.
Yeah, Parker, he was too wide open. Going to hit Gavin on, what's that, America's play?
Yep.
Nice little take there from Stewart. Got Parker in the corner. Yeah. Oh, we just got to take that.
Yeah.
Being too unselfish.
Yeah, we're making the extra pass probably the 4th or 5th time we shouldn't have. Jenkins off the mark. Drew fighting for it. Gotta get one more guy crashing the boards there. Schinover gets it. Quick shot by Lloyd, no good, and Parker Robertson there for the rebound. Poindexter flips it over to Robertson. Nice dish, nice extra pass. Cash with the three, off the mark.
Good save.
Nice hustle, Drew. Over to Parker for the three.
Yeah, Drew gets the rebound and the assist on that beautiful shot from Robertson.
Lloyd will take the three, leave it short. Drew with the excellent rebound, or block out there to get that rebound. Cash up, or Jenkins up to Parker. I can't talk.
Robertson.
I wanted to say Peyton and caught myself. Steal there by Poindexter. Jenkins can't finish. Rebounded by Brody Mills. Mills pushing the pace, and
they're going to get Jenkins on that one.
Jenkins caught up to him, but Jenkins fouled him. (27-10) here.
Our offense looks as good tonight as it has.
Yeah, this is as good as it's looked all year.
Yep, I like that.
We're moving the ball really well. Shot no good. True Blood there for the rebound. And it's 27-10, not 27-0. I cannot get our scoreboard clock to work like I want it to.
There's another pass. Youngblood on the line. That's why that can go in. You need to take half step back.
Yep. Caden Stewart with the rebound up to Schinover. He'll take a step back three and bury it. His 5th point of the game.
There it is. Oh, big foul. Nice pass from Lewis to the Youngblood on the backside block. May be able to get the shot off if he wouldn't pump fake, but he had 2 Rebels crash into him. I think they ended up giving that to Shoemaker. Youngblood going to attempt the second. That one's good.
So he's 1 of 2 on that?
Yep, 1 of 2. And we're just picking up full court again, making the Rebels work for everything that they're getting. Nothing coming easy. And
nearly a steal.
Yeah. If Luke wouldn't have got a hand on it. Oh, nice shot from Schinover.
Second three of the quarter.
Right now, he's keeping him in the game.
Zelinga tries to answer, can't do it. Schinover with the rebound. Nearly lost it, but gets it up to Stewart. Stewart goes in hard, no good. Shoemaker with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled.
I think that's Zelinga.
I think so. Yep, going to give it to Zelinga.
Yeah, we are not lacking for good looks at the basket.
No.
Shoemaker misses the first. He'll step into the second here.
Gets that one to roll. Nice. Lewis over to Zelinga. Zelinga's blocked by Shoemaker. Oh, Shoemaker had a hand on his hip too,
yeah.
But he's all clean up top. 28-17. Brody Mills and harassed by Jenkins. Back up top to Caden Stewart. Zelinga pokes it out of bounds right into hands of Coach Allen. This is a big possession for the Rebels because if you can cut this down to a single-digit deficit, or if Gavin Jenkins could just get a steal like that. Oh, look at that pass. Just a little low. Lewis misses Schinover there for the rebound.
So who gets the steal on that one? Jenkins?
Jenkins. I think he controlled it.
Yeah.
So if you take it yourself or if you tip it to someone and you're trying to, like, you know, almost like you're trying to tip / pass at the same time, it's considered a steal for you.
All right.
Shoemaker with the offensive board, puts it up and in.
And there's your single-digit lead. Again, more than anything, this is the Royals just not hitting shots right now.
No, we're getting good looks. Just a little high.
We got that backside post again. There's a travel.
Maddox coming in for Parker Robertson. Zelinga, just a little late. Where it's going to work out okay, but who was that, Lloyd? I think if he'd caught it and then instantly looked, but I think he looked down to the low post first.
Yeah, he had like 3 guys collapse on him. That's like, I love the bounce pass. That time you almost want to throw it through the air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get gun shy from outside now. We haven't hit a couple, and so we're hesitating to take those open threes.
Mills takes it all the way in himself.
Yeah, first time I think we said his name tonight. That was a nice take.
I think he plays on varsity as well.
All right.
I think they have some numbers, like lack of numbers. So they've got some guys that are full-time varsity and then 1 quarter of JV.
Gotcha.
Jenkins misses everything. Rebound to Stewart.
That was a travel.
And officials missed it. Mills grabs the rebound. It's just taken away by Lewis. What a play. Lewis up ahead. Zelinga went for the dunk. And I think when he went to go throw it back, Mills passes to Shoemaker. We'll call it that. It literally looked like Zelinga went to go throw it back, and when he did, he lost the handle on it. Nice pass over to Jenkins. Jenkins up through the contact.
There you go, Gavin.
Breaks a long scoring drought there for the Royals. I don't know why it's locked on 37.
Schinover tries it again.
Maddox there for the board. Schinover pokes it away from Maddox with 5.9 on the clock.
Okay, we got to get a shot. Not even care if it's a horrible shot. We got to take a shot here at the end of the half.
Jenkins finds Zelinga in the corner. Oh, he had True Blood.
Now we're going to get one more attempt at it.
The inbound pass was just a little off the mark. He had to catch it in a way where he had to turn back around, and he couldn't get it to True Blood before the defense collapsed. True Blood up and under, no good. Tipped around.
Oh, are they going to count it? No. It
see.
Still looked cool.
Oh, yeah, it's still – light is on and the ball is in his hands there. You can see it on the replay. So
that's the one when you're at the college game, everybody's like, whoa.
So a good attempt there by Jenkins, but too little too late there. So Royals lead by 7 here at the end of the first half. And a half that looked like they were going to really start to run away with it. And Randolph Southern, the Rebels just kept plugging along.
Yep,
kept
they
plugging
sure
along.
did.
So we'll take our halftime break, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So high-speed connectivity through the internet is one of those things that's like having air to breathe. Today, healthcare has become virtual. People will be able to access their healthcare provider via the internet. We do a lot of virtual monitoring. So we will have patients that have remote monitoring gear that are placed in their home and on themselves, and that has to be uploaded through the internet. Virtual connections. We can't do that without a partner like 9-Star Connect.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So 9-Star Connect has been a leader in this community for 130 years. They were the ones that made Hancock Regional Hospital one of the most wired hospitals in America 30 years ago. So they have been leading the technology aspect for 130 years. Everything that we do in this county is built on the infrastructure that 9-Star Connect has built for over 100 years.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Are you guys ready for prom?
Yeah, I am. Are you going for prom royalty?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and win this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Reagan, look out! Ah!
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Hancock Regional Hospital and Nine Star Connect have had a relationship for decades. We share a joint mission to support the development of this county. We want this to be the best place in America to live. We, as a healthcare provider, need telecom support, we need utility support, and so in our various locations, we access the services of Nine Star Connect. We would not have been able to do that without that partnership with Nine Star Connect.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the second half of JV basketball. The Royals of Eastern Hancock lead the Rebels of Randolph Southern 30-23. And it's going to be Rebel ball to start the second half.
Yeah, it looks like we got starters out there. Robertson, Jenkins, Lewis, Trueblood, and Morris. Are we maybe playing the zone or nah? Yep. Interesting.
Coach Paxton switching it up, and there you go.
Yep, right away.
Steal right away for Drew Morris. Rebels weren't ready for that zone.
Yeah, my early contender for player of the game is Coach Paxton.
I'm okay with that. Jenkins drives. Again, gets through to Trueblood. We talked about the extra pass. I think Jenkins could have gone up with that.
Yeah, he might have been too far under the basket. It looked
I
like
think
it
it
took
a reverse layup.
Yeah, it looked like it took a weird hop, though, when he made it go up more than out. So we've been our own worst enemy tonight, and that's with a 7-point lead. See, that's when he needs to take that 4-foot shot.
Robertson no good. Tipped around. Jenkins out-hustles everybody, gets to the ball, and Jenkins lays it up and in for two.
I've been impressed with Jenkins' hustle tonight.
He just beat Sam York to the ball there. Stewart to York, trying to go. Oh, that really went in. Instead gets kicked out to Shenever. Lloyd will take the three.
There you go. This is where all the kids try to show that they can got a vertical leap. No, not that guy. Nope. Oh. All right, Stewart, you got your dunk.
The stuck ball becomes a jump ball, so Eastern Hancock ball. They lead 32-23 here. Morris has his shot blocked by York from behind. Shot by Stewart, no. Trueblood altered the shot and then grabbed the board. Lewis tried to cross over. Shenever poked it out right at the last second, and he lays it up and in for two.
Shenever's a nice-looking player.
He's only a freshman. Well.
Oh, pretty pass.
Who was that?
Lewis to Trueblood. Right on the cut. That was a really nice job.
And it looks like Shenever has a brother on the varsity, a senior.
Interesting.
Lloyd takes it up for two. Yeah, he's got Dylan's a 6'4" freshman, and Donovan a 6'4" senior. So see him. Parker gets cut off, finds Trueblood. Kind of double clutched it, but Trueblood, 5 points this quarter, 10-point lead now for Eastern Hancock.
I wonder if Paxton told them they had to make 5 passes before they shot. It's got a little Norman Dale going on or something. That one, Shenever was looking to make a move, and the ball just rolled down his side. Although he forgot that that's still a live ball. He may have got an open layup. Jenkins would have been able to lead a little faster. So Maddox checked in, give Robertson a rest. Jenkins will get the three.
Yep, right back into him. Off the mark, and Braden Austin for the rebound.
There's a steal from Lewis.
Steal. Nearly lost it himself, and Shenever's going to pick up the foul.
I've got Lewis with 4 steals.
I was not able to keep track of steals. So.
Yeah. Maddox for three.
Got
That's
it.
good. Off the pass from Lewis.
Noah Maddox, his first points of the game. Stewart nearly has it stolen by Maddox. Shinover's going to take a quick three and bury another one. His third three.
Yeah, I've got him with 13 points.
Yep. Keeping the Rebels in it here. Maddox to Trueblood. Nice bounce pass in there. Lewis just off the mark, but Youngblood there for the offensive board. Nice extra pass. Oh, Shinover with the steal, but with the block and the rebound, but saved it right to Jenkins.
Jenkins was camped out right there, right outside the key the entire possession, just waiting for one of his teammates to find him. It took a Rebel to hit him for the basket.
Stewart with the offensive board, puts it up. No. Youngblood rips it away from Shoemaker, up ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins lays it in for two. Feel a timeout coming here for the Rebels. Jenkins with another steal. Picks Stewart's pocket.
8 points for Jenkins in this quarter.
Yep. Timeout, Rebels, full timeout. We're going to be right. Actually, I'm going to go try to adjust something on the camera again. I'll be right back.
Oh, nice quarter so far from the Royals. Jenkins with 8, Trueblood with 5, and Maddox with his 3 right there. So currently sitting on 16 points in this quarter, and the lead has gone back up from 7 at the half to 16. Little blitz. And it's been triggered by the defense. Lewis gets a steal, Jenkins gets a steal. And I don't know that Jenkins underneath the basket counts as a steal or off that loose ball, but it's been a heck of a few possessions for the Royals. And I'm trying to see Coach Paxton's whiteboard here, as if he's setting up something special. That'll be Rebel ball when they come out. And they've got to go the length of the court. And it looks like we're going to be in a man-to-man press again. Get it into Stewart. And Lewis going to get called for a hand check, I think. Stewart picks up draws the foul from Lewis. It's his second. And we'll just drop back into that like 1-2-2 zone. Jenkins grabs a rebound. He's off and going. Morris to Trueblood underneath. Lets the ball go up. Oh, nice block from Cameron Shoemaker. Brennan thought he had pump faked him out of the way. Was able to recover with long arms. Trueblood forced a bad shot there. Morris tips it. Maddox tips it out of bounds. And Cash Poindexter is going to check in for the Royals. He's going to get Youngblood. Quick double team, and then Jenkins gets another steal.
Lewis takes it to the rim. Strong layup by Luke Lewis. His first points since those 9 in the first quarter when he had the 3 threes. Lloyd into Shoemaker, stripped away. They're going to call a foul.
I think that's Maddox. And that would have more going up in contact with the body than I think with his hands. Well, they called that on Gavin.
Okay. Shoemaker at the line. Off on the first one.
Possession or two ago, we had, by my count, 11 assists on 19 baskets. It's not too shabby.
No, and I'm guessing a lot of the other ones were fast break layups.
Yeah. And they're still trying to sit in that 1-3-1 a little bit. Oh, and that was not the pass.
Yep, Schenover with the steal. Tries to go. Oh, he does get it to fall with the right hand. I was about to say, you got to go up the left there, but makes it work with the right. Jenkins over to Poindexter. Poindexter, one extra pass to Morris, and Morris has two more. He's got 6 on the game.
Yeah, and that one for Cash, you just got to go up as soon as you get the ball. Can't think about it when you're underneath. Another steal.
Lewis pokes it away. Poindexter couldn't corral the pass, though, from Morris. There, Cash gets the steal and then the travel. With .2 on the clock, it wasn't going to matter either way.
No, but the good news, Cash, is you can't travel if you don't have possession, so that is an official steal.
Yep.
Uh-oh, we've got to play defense.
I don't think that would have counted anyway. No, we didn't turn the camera quite quick enough, so. How about this? We had one person guess on our trivia question this morning during the girls' game.
All right.
You want to do the trivia? You want to do the trivia from the girls' game?
Yeah,
see if anybody knows it.
We haven't had anybody jump on the chat yet.
No, it was very quiet this morning as well. So here was our trivia question. Kinsey Cook has 6. It's now 7. She broke the school record, 41 points in the game this morning. Phenomenal effort, broke the school single game scoring record. So she's got 7 30-point games this season. How many 30-point games has a boys player had going back to the 2012-2013 season? And I picked that year because that's the year I came to Eastern Hancock. So since then, how many times has a boy scored 30 points in a game, period? And if you get bonus points if you can guess who it is, and if you were watching this morning, you get no points and you get kicked out for cheating. So how many 30-point games have the boys had since then? Again, no cheating.
I feel like that's aimed at John and Sherry.
I don't know. Neither of them were commenting this morning.
No.
So
Coach Kogenauer probably knows this off the top of his head if he's listening.
He was not chatting either.
No.
But yeah, that's Chris Lewis was our only one that guessed. So if Chris guesses, then he's automatically kicked out.
Yeah, that would be hard for him though, sitting at the scoreboard there. Oh, true.
That's why he would be kicked out, because
Yes.
he's not doing his job.
Yeah.
Schenover, he's
Again.
got a nice shot on him.
He's got 18 points. Quicker. We got the corner.
And he's not even listed on their varsity roster.
Yeah.
So he may just be playing the game of his life today. Noah Maddox, long 2, knocks it home.
Yep. Assist from Trueblood. Tipped out. Will stay with the Rebels.
John Collins said he was watching, but he was busy and didn't answer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Phyllis Ellis says 3. Again, active hands from Lewis. We've been having, I got an email saying we were having problems with the Facebook stream. So if you're on Facebook, let us know if, you can guess on the extra Dave's trivia question. Wraparound pass, no good. Trueblood with the steal. Up ahead to Poindexter.
Yep, long arms from Cash.
But let us know if it is live on Facebook, because it says to me that it is not, but I can't access it from here, so. Poindexter, another three.
Oh.
Missed everything on that one. Stewart with the rebound. Another steal for Parker Robertson. Up ahead to Cash. Cash gets fouled by Braden Austin, and that'll send Poindexter to the line to shoot 2.
By my unofficial count, that's our 15th steal.
Yeah, I don't doubt it at all.
We have JV game, single game records all night like that.
15's
a lot of steals.
That's a lot of steals. I don't, you have to ask Paxton on that. I don't keep track of JV records like he does.
Yeah, I should have just said it. That's going to be a JV team record.
It could.
He would know. So Cash gets 1 or 2 of his free throws. So he is on the scoreboard now.
Drive there by Austin. Nice take by him.
Yep.
That's his first points of the game.
You can see good things from this Rebels team. They're not consistent right now.
We dominated the first quarter. They didn't dominate, but they outscored us by 7 in the second quarter. Zelinga taking the three. He hits. And then the third quarter is all Royals, and Bella Sotelo lost a game program out on the court.
So of the kids who have played tonight, everybody has scored.
Yep.
Jenkins and Morris come in for Poindexter and Trueblood. Good night for the JV Royals at this point. We need to close this out the next 4:45. Send on an 18-point lead.
Throw it in. Nice job by Lewis.
No kidding, man. We're going to have a hard time with player of the game tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully the varsity game's similar.
Yeah, I'll be all right with that.
Lewis with another steal. Up to Jenkins, lays it in for 2 more. 14 for Jenkins.
Yep.
Shoemaker flips it over there to Stewart. 3 on the way. Airballs it, but right into the hands of Braden Austin. Lloyd tries a 3, no. Zelinga with the long arms over Shoemaker. Lewis has it stolen away by Shinover. Basket and the foul. Zelinga caught him, but Shinover was able to hit the shot.
Yeah, and when Zelinga swiped down, he wasn't able to get his arms across Shinover's arms going up for the basket, so he was able to finish off that play. If you're going to foul on something like that, you got to make sure they can't get the shot off.
So our trivia question, Kinsey Cook has 6, now 7. Nobody went. It was not a 2-shot foul, but nobody realized it, so Lewis just grabbed the rebound. How many 30-point boys games have there been in the last 12 years? The answer, 3. Addison True did it against Union County in an overtime game. Silas Spalding did it against LaPel, and Landon O'Neill against Union Modoc, as Sandy Mercer said, that game when he broke the 3 points in a 3-pointers in a single game record.
Was that the same one where we broke the scoring record and the team 3-point? Or was that another year?
I can't remember if that was the same year or if it was the next year that we scored. Was it 109?
It was 100 and a lot.
Actually, I could tell you. Lewis over to Zelinga, gets deflected out of the way.
I think we had our best.
110 versus Union Modoc.
Say we had our best filler material that night.
Yes. So, Phyllis Ellis with the win. She guessed 3.
Nice job.
Stay tuned. We'll have more trivia in the boys varsity game here. But I thought, why not, you know?
I think at some day we need to have all Landon O'Neill trivia.
I would be okay with that.
Just for fun.
Nice ball movement, but Lewis can't get it to fall. Shinover with the rebound.
Oh, look at Jenkins.
Jenkins just steals it away, and they call it double dribble.
Oh, man, that's harsh. I don't know how he double dribbled. It looked like all the dribbling was just to get control.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree, but 18-point lead with under 3 to play. I'm not going to disagree too hard on that.
Lewis and Jenkins come out.
Shinover step back 3. I thought he was going to bank that one in.
Yep.
Zelinga with a nice tip over to Maddox. Cash to Zelinga. Zelinga.
And that's right. That's the right call. I like the move.
I do too. Hey, poor kid can't catch a break on offense here tonight.
No, but that was leaning with the shoulder. Trying to step around it, and it was just good defense, actually.
And he's played well tonight, and he's played a lot of minutes tonight too.
Yeah,
he's done well. Just on the offensive end, hasn't been able to. I did hit that 3, but struggled a little bit. I have Luke for the first time this year.
Yeah.
I've got him in class and in homeroom, and he is a blast to have in class.
Yeah, he's a nice kid. Nice move. There's a lot of nice kids on this JV team.
Yes, there are. Actually, I've got him and Luke Lewis in the same class.
Yeah. They call Cash on reach, I think, and on a block. Got a couple of Rebels going to check in here. Levi Neasley and Kyron Pegg.
Yep, Kyron Pegg.
Good take.
Take there by Lloyd. Yep.
That was a nice play. They came out and pressed us there. Gavin Schultz checks in for the first time tonight.
Gotta love Gavin Schultz.
He's one of my favorite JV football players.
Tell you, I don't know if we have anyone in our program who is a better route runner than he is as a wide receiver.
Yeah, he does a really nice job, and he's good with the ball afterwards too.
He's going to have a bright future on the football field. He'd have a very bright present if he was about 15 pounds heavier.
Yep.
Which I hope that he can get there by next season, because he can move and he can catch and he can do everything really well.
Yep. 2 words for Gavin: protein shakes.
Yep.
Oh, I think we saw this show the last time we had the team where somebody shot right at the end of a.
Yes, and I don't think we will again.
No. Nope. It's going to be a lot of ball movement. I love Drew being the center of this too. I feel like there's a little Charles Barkley to Drew's game. He's way more athletic than you might think.
Yep.
Really moves really well. All right, boys. Good start to 2025.
Yep. 60-42 victory for the Eastern Hancock Royals. A really fun game. I'm going to pick our player of the game.
All right.
I usually let you pick it. I got to go with Luke Lewis.
Yeah.
Luke Lewis is going to be our Paxton Farms Sweet Corn player of the game, because he got us off with those 9 points in the first quarter, and I don't know what his official stats are going to be. I'll have to see once we get them all tallied up. But he was everywhere and just stuffing that stat sheet today. So, Luke Lewis, congratulations. You are the Paxton Farms Sweet Corn Player of the game. We'll let you finish tallying those. I'm going to
see here.
Tally scoring for, you can say whenever you're ready. I'm going to tally for the Rebels.
We need some like elevator music.
Yes, we do. So.
All right, so for the Royals, they were led points-wise. Jenkins with 16. He had 8 in the third quarter that really blew the game open. Had Jenkins with 16, Trueblood with 12, Lewis with 11. Those threes, right, as you said, to open the first quarter was awesome. Both Robertson and Morris with 8. And then Zelinga chipped in a three-pointer, and Poindexter converted a free throw, and I think 5 from Noah Maddox. And that goes with, so Lewis, I had Lewis with 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals.
Wow.
It's nice. Robertson with a rebound, 2 assists and a steal. Maddox with 2 rebounds and a steal. Trueblood with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Poindexter with a rebound, an assist, and 2 steals. 2 rebounds for Zelinga, 2 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists for Jenkins. Morris with 5 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals.
I think I missed some for the Rebels, but I've got Dylan Shinover with 20. Cameron Shoemaker with 6. Lloyd 4, Grimes 4, Stewart 4, and Brody Mills with 2.
Yeah.
So that's my unofficial stats for the Rebels. So Royals, again, big win for them. And the JV will be in action next week against Wapahani. Big game in the Mid-Eastern Conference there. So we will take our break here between JV and Varsity, and we will return after that.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So high-speed connectivity through the internet is one of those things that's like having air to breathe. Today, healthcare has become virtual. People will be able to access their healthcare provider via the internet. We do a lot of virtual monitoring. So we will have patients that have remote monitoring gear that are placed in their home and on themselves, and that has to be uploaded through the internet. Virtual connections. We can't do that without a partner like 9-Star Connect.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So 9-Star Connect has been a leader in this community for 130 years. They were the ones that made Hancock Regional Hospital one of the most wired hospitals in America 30 years ago. So they have been leading the technology aspect for 130 years. Everything that we do in this county is built on the infrastructure that 9-Star Connect has built for over 100 years.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Are you guys ready for prom?
Yeah, I am. Are you going for prom royalty?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and win this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Reagan, look out! Ah!
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Hancock Regional Hospital and NiStar Connect have had a relationship for decades. We share a joint mission to support the development of this county. We want this to be the best place in America to live. We, as a healthcare provider, need telecom support, we need utility support, and so in our various locations, we access the services of NiStar Connect. We would not have been able to do that without that partnership with NiStar Connect.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All righty, folks. Welcome here as we get ready for an exciting night of basketball as the Eastern Hancock Royals are getting set to host the Randolph Southern Rebels here in the varsity game.
Yeah, game 4 of 4 today here at Eastern.
And I've been here for all of them.
It's a long day for you.
I was also here for the girls wrestling sectional last night.
That is fantastic. I saw we have 3 girls that qualified to go on.
Kenzie Marshall. Wait, not Kenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
No.
Caitlin
Marshall.
Yes, too many Marshalls.
Too many Marshalls. Caitlin Marshall got 4th, qualified for the regional. Savannah Barrett got 3rd. Wrestled an awesome match in that 3rd place match. I think if she had a shot, I think she might have been the second best one here. She wrestled really well. And then Libby Fish made it out. Libby wrestled a really nice match to get into that 3rd and 4th place match. She got 4th as well. So they'll go to Alexandria next Friday morning.
That's awesome. Yeah, I happened to see the results in the newspaper today. There was a really nice picture of Savannah, looked like she was celebrating a win, and then Libby beating up some girl. So she had to look like she was dealing with her brother Zeke.
Yes.
So I assume she was beating somebody up.
So Zeke was doing the live stream with me.
Oh, nice.
I was with Zeke and Cy Hunt.
Fantastic.
There's our officials for tonight's game. So Eastern Hancock comes into this game 4-3 on the season, 2-0 in Mid-Eastern Conference play. Coach Bechtel's got his team on a bit of a winning streak. They've won 3 in a row here. They've kind of found that offensive rhythm over the last 3 games, scoring 65 or more in each of those games, and have started to move the ball. They've had at least 10 assists in each one as well. Randolph Southern comes in 3-3 and 1-0 in Mid-Eastern Conference play. They're coached by Torrey Hunt, who's in his first season here. And this is a much improved Randolph Southern team, but they rely on a lot of scoring from the free throw line. So that's going to be something to watch out for tonight, is if they can get to the free throw line, because the Royals have done a fantastic job of not fouling for most of the season. We'll do the national anthem. We'll be right back. All right. You got the starting lineups there?
I hope.
And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Rebels. Starting at 1 guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 2, Brody Mills. Also at guard, a 6'3" senior, Ronnie Dotson. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 12, Noah Allen. At forward, a 6'4" senior, number 24, Donovan Shinover. Also at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 40, Brody Sullivan. The Rebels are coached by Mr. Torrey Hunt. And now for your Eastern Hancock Royals. Starting at 1 guard, a 5'10" junior, number 15, Landon Laurie. At forward, a 6' junior, number 25, Eli Manship. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 33, Luke Schilling. Also at guard, a 6'2 freshman, number 35, Luke Manship. And at forward, a 6'4 senior, number 43, Caden Rubel. Your Royals are coached by Mr. Brett Bechtel.
All right. We are ready to go here live on all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, IHSA TV, and EH Sports Network Radio. Donovan Shinover getting ready to tip with Rubel. Shinover gets it. Rebels control the opening tip.
That was quick. He didn't even wait for it to get all the way up.
So Luke Manship getting the start again for the Royals with Caden Powers out with injury. He's been out, 2 games?
Yeah.
This is his 3rd.
Yeah, it was nice for him that we had that we had 2-week gap between our games. He didn't miss a lot of playing time.
Yep. So Noah Allen running the point, gets it over there to Shinover. We saw the younger Shinover in the JV game put on a show. Sit out to Brody Sullivan. Allen's going to drive on Loring, goes up, can't get the shot, and Rubel there for the rebound. Good defensive possession there. Schilling gets the lane, kicks over there, 1 extra pass. Loring will take the quick 3 and bank it in, assisted by Luke Manship.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to get started.
No. Brody Sullivan, long 2, no. Taps it around, and Manship taps it out of bounds.
And I think Luke thought he was all alone because he didn't look to block anybody out. He was waiting for that ball to come down.
Loring having a great December. Now into January, hitting 37% from 3.
Now, he had a little bit slow start to the season, adjusting, new to us there at Eastern, and
Shinover, just like his brother or cousin or relative, or maybe it's not even related, but I'm going to guess they are.
I would assume at Randolph Southern, if same last name like that, you're probably related.
Eli Manship throws it into Rubel, stolen away by Shinover.
And not a bad idea. We need a crisper
nice
bounce pass
by that young man. Gets it up to Noah Allen. Let's check that on the replay there.
Yep, and Loring got caught swatting at it.
Yeah. We got Coach Bechtel taking a quick timeout here.
Yeah, he's not. Coach Bechtel not playing.
No, he's not happy with that. Talking to his players, saying, "Hey, just calm down and play basketball, boys."
Yeah, as we said, it's been 2 full weeks. I mean, it was the Saturday before Christmas, so we got some dust to knock off.
Here's your random fact of the game.
All right.
This is the 3rd team in a row that we've played with a first-year head coach.
Wow.
Knightstown had a first-year head coach. Blackford, now Randolph Southern. Next game's at Wapahani. They've got some experience there with Coach Luce, so not his first rodeo.
No.
Rubel rebounds the miss there. Allen, 70% free throw shooter, was too strong on that one. Like this motion, going to get Loring at open 3 again. Schilling drives, got Rubel. Good pass, good look. Rubel just too strong, but going to get his own rebound, and then I thought he was just going to barrel through there like gangbusters, but
that'd have been awesome if he could have thrown it down. Oh, nice block from Eli.
Yeah, and then to keep it in bounds.
Yep.
Eli gets the rebound too. Loring drives, finds Schilling, 3 from the corner, leaves it short. Rebound to Ronnie Dotson. Noah Allen can't get it to fall. Rubel there for the rebound.
Yep, and Eli, that would have been a yellow card for simulation.
Yeah. I like this pace of play from the Royals. I just wish we wouldn't do that with it.
Yeah, I got to be a little cleaner, but I like
Allen,
going up and down too. Wow.
That one had to get called there. That was
No, it was a manship sandwich.
And goes on Eli. I love Luke's reaction like, I didn't do it. What
Yeah.
What are you getting mad at me for?
I think that's what happens at home, too. There's times. What?
Yes.
Wasn't me. Allen shooting again.
Off the mark again. We'll have one more. Like I said, 7 of 10 on the season, so rough start for him because he missed that layup, too, around Eli.
Yep.
So he's been on break, too. 0 for 3.
Rubel already with 5 rebounds.
Yeah. Loring again for 3, off the mark.
Yeah, that was a good look, though.
Shenever with his 3rd rebound. That one went off Loring's foot.
Nope. Yep, I think it missed him.
See if we see it on the replay, if we can tell. Oh, no, it went off of one of the Rebels. I couldn't tell on the replay.
Yeah.
5 to 3.
If you're listening, join in the chat. We've got it open. Let us know what's going on.
This has been an up-tempo game with no scoring.
Yeah.
I love this tempo, but somebody's got to put a ball in the basket here. Luke Manship over to Luke Schilling. Good look from 3.
Oh,
got
that
it.
was pretty.
Just the way we drew it up. Shenever loses it. Tried to go behind the back, and Manship pokes it to Loring. Loring over to Schilling. Schilling 2 more, assisted by Loring. And now we're going to get a timeout from the Rebels. Coach Hunt wants to talk it over.
Yeah, but you asked for some scoring. We got 2 quick baskets.
There we go. I just needed to ask for it earlier. Let's take a quick break here from our friends at Dave's Car Wash.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Are you guys ready for prom?
Yeah, I am. Are you going for prom royalty?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and win this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Reagan, look out! Ah!
All right, we're back here. Randolph Southern ball. They trail by 3, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Good defense there on the inbound. Not letting them get it in, but finally the big man, Brody Sullivan, gets it, and he loses it right into the hands of Eli Manship.
Some great full-court defense from Caden Rubel.
Schilling to Rubel. Rubel
Nice.
gets his first basket and another assist. I've got us for 4 assists
Yep.
on 4 baskets.
Yep. We got a lot of assists in the JV game. I like it.
And when we can score, the pressure defense has really stymied the Rebels. Shenever.
I'm going to be tired of hearing that name after tonight.
I know. Loring gets it to Rubel. Rubel's just going to back him down.
Yeah, they're going to have no answer. If he wants it, they're going to have no answer for that.
Well, I'm not sure why Sullivan went to that side of the basket.
Nope.
He had the right side wide open if he wanted it.
Yep.
Made that harder than he needed to. Rubel's going to take the 3, buries the 3. Rubel, he's got 7 halfway to his season high. Eight-point Royal lead. Sullivan's going to try to match. Misses, just barely grazed the rim, goes out of bounds. It'll be Eastern Hancock ball.
Yeah, maybe we did just need to get the rust off. I think we've had 4 baskets in a row now.
I think so.
Or 3 baskets in a row, I guess, something like that. It's been fun to watch. I mean, he's got it again if he wants it.
Finds Schilling instead, leaves it short. Nice hustle by Luke Manship. Wraps it around and in. Luke with the offensive rebound and his first points of the game.
That was really athletic from Luke. I don't know if you guys could see on the live stream there. He was way underneath the basket and had to reach back to get that layup.
Really feels like a point where the Rebels need to score here.
Yep. I mean, they were up 5-3 like 2 minutes ago.
Mills got cut off. Gets it back out to Dotson. Noah Allen over here working on Loring. Shinover with Eli Manship all over him here. Hands it back off to Mills. Loring nearly gets the steal. Allen corrals it though. Good hustle there by Loring and the Royals.
Nearly a walk from Shinover.
Yeah. Long possession here. Tough shot. He earned that one.
Yeah, but that was 40-plus seconds to get it 2 points.
Yep. Shinover averages 14 a game. Loring gets it over to Manship. 3 from Eli, no good. Rebound to Brody Mills.
So we had been on a 14-2 run, I believe.
Noah Allen rises up over Loring. His 4th point. And one thing I talked about, Randolph Southern earns a lot of points from the line. They are 0 of 3 here in the first quarter. So not only are they not getting to the line, but then they haven't connected. Rubel corner 3, hits another one. Rubel is feeling it right now.
Yeah, 10 points. They got 10 points, 6 rebounds in the first quarter.
Nearly gets the steal. Sullivan missed the layup. Oh. Poor Eli just trying to come over there, but Ronnie Dotson gets the putback.
Rutherford and Stevens check in for the Manships.
So Dotson at the line, he's a 54% free throw shooter. Can't get it to fall. They're 0 of 4 on the evening here. So still a 7-point lead. 13 seconds left here. Zach Stevens' haircut's throwing me off.
Yep.
Oh, that one hit the wire, but no call. Shinover gets the rebound and can't get the shot off.
Yeah, Zach with the haircut and no glasses. So whole new Zach.
So with that, Eastern Hancock after 1 leads 13-20. And again, talked about it, the last couple games they've been finding their offense. This is what we needed.
Yep, absolutely.
This is a team that's a good offensive team. They got to score and got to roll with it. So we'll take a quick break and hear from our friends at 9 Star.
Our service area is actually East Central Indiana. They come to us because we have this unique ability to access specialty care. Our partnerships with St. Vincent Health and Heart Hospital. We have Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, the Mayo Clinic Care Network. We access their resources via the broadband network that we have through 9 Star Connect. It's really all about connectivity. We don't have connectivity except for 9 Star Connect.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Hey, before we get going on this quarter, I do want to – we talked about the girls wrestling before the game. We had there's a huge wrestling tournament in Connorsville over Christmas, and we had one of our wrestlers won his weight class 2nd year in a row, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Braden Voles.
Yeah, Braden Voles. So I think he was at 120 or 113, something like that. And so congratulations to Braden. There's like 50 teams that go there. It's ridiculous. 2-day tournament, and
I believe he and Zeke Fish, I think, were the only 2 that made it to day 2.
Wow.
So just to make it to day 2 is tough.
Yeah.
I think Zeke. I could be wrong on that. But So Royal ball, they lead by 7. Loring, Rubel, Schilling, Stevens, and Rutherford on the floor for Eastern Hancock. Schilling gets by Sullivan, stolen away by Noah Allen, though.
They caught on, decided to defend Rubel out on the three-point line.
Allen gets over to Schinover. Nice job. Schilling cuts him off there. Sullivan into Schinover. Can't get over. Nice poke away by Stevens. Schinover gets it back. Goes up. Rubel with the rebound. Got Rubel with 7 boards now.
Actually, I'm with 8.
Oh, maybe I couldn't count.
I got another one. I mean, he's almost got a double-double in the first half.
Rutherford to Loring. Loring drives.
Ooh,
blocked
nice.
from behind, but they're going to call a foul. I love Coach Hunt's reaction.
Yeah, Ronnie Dotson couldn't believe it either. That looked clean to me, Ronnie.
Yeah. So Loring going to go to the line to shoot a pair here.
And that was a nice move from Landon to get inside there, and Dotson was able to collapse it from behind.
Loring gets the roll on the first. Second one's also good. Give him 5 points. Allen gets it over to Dotson. Now Mills guarded by Rutherford. Mills, I didn't know if I thought he walked, but they got
2.
They got Caleb with the body first.
Yep. I thought that was going to be a travel also.
Decent crowd here tonight considering we're still on Christmas break.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if the Rebels are still on Christmas break or not.
I think a lot of people want to get out of the house, too, before the snow hits tomorrow.
True.
This is a good place to come. Good entertainment for your buck.
Oh, that was Coach Bechtel wanted to carry there on Mills. Get it over to Schinover. Nice pass there from Dotson. Schinover's got 9. Loring's going to use the Rubel screen. That's got to be they got a jump ball first.
I think there was a hand on it.
Okay. I was like, I thought he just got stuck. You know how sometimes that ball gets stuck on your hip?
Yep.
Bryson Grimes checking in, and Trenton Jeffries. And we're confused. Jump ball goes to Green. Adam Barton and I were talking in the girls' game. I think that they should go back to an actual jump after every jump ball. Oh my. Sullivan. We saw Kinsey Cook get that exact same bounce in the girls' game.
Better than that shot, though, was Rubel's facial expression. It was like, seriously?
I was in good position. I was closed out. Rutherford. Oh. Leave him open. If I'm Randolph Southern, I'm not going to do that very much more because he will knock it down and knock it down well.
Yep.
Rubel, good hustle. Gets it up. Oh, what a play by Noah Allen to strip Schilling of the ball.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
Timeout. I mean, that was – let's see if we got that on the replay or not. Schilling thought he had a pretty clear path. Great hustle by young Noah Allen there. Good play by him. Timeout. Let's we don't have time to run a commercial, so we're going to look at let's look at some schedules here. Eastern Hancock 4-3 on the season with that big win over Blackford in overtime. They got Wapahani next week, and then a big weekend, couple double weekends in a row.
Yep.
Union County, Greenfield, Monroe Central, Doa, LaPel, Triton Central. A lot of those double weekends in a row. Schedule does not get easy here in January if you're Eastern Hancock.
No, we got a couple of weeks with Christmas where we have like 3 or 4 games total, and then it just slams middle of January on.
Randolph Southern plays Union Modoc in the county tourney on January 9th. And then assuming they have a game after, like a second round game. And then they're at Blue River, home against Wapahani, Westdale, Daleville. A couple teams that we've seen already. So Rebel ball, they trail by 4. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. Trenton Jeffries over to Grimes. Back to Allen up top. Nice D by Loring. Finds Grimes, corner shot, no good. Loring there for the rebound.
Go inside the big man.
Or do that. Schilling no good, tapped around. Nice job, Zach Stevens. Fighting for it. Stevens corner 3, got it.
Yep.
Assisted by Rutherford.
That'll help Zach. Couldn't quite save that one though.
The hustle hair. Eli Manship coming in for Schilling. Eli has 2 fouls, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? Get it into Brody Mills. He's really got to be careful about that carry.
Yeah, that looked like it too. Like there's like a pause.
I think Coach Bechtel's talking to the official about that right now, actually. I thought they were getting ready to call it because I saw Bechtel over there talking about it, but
we'll take the travel.
It was a travel instead.
Yeah, that one, putting that carry in the official's ear will pay off later on.
It never pays off when I put stuff in the official's ear for football.
Well, you weren't supposed to be talking to him.
I know that, but I'm trying to help them.
Well, I understand that. Some people just don't want to be helped.
Stevens gets the baseline. Back out to Rutherford. Look from 3.
Nice.
Caleb's got it.
So they traded that time. Last time it was Rutherford to Stevens. This time Stevens to Rutherford.
Back up to a 10-point lead. Schinover over Manship. Can't get the fall. Rubel for the rebound. 3:43 to go. Nobody's going to stop Loring there. So he'll dish. Nice extra pass. Rutherford to Rubel. I take that look. That was a good look. Nice hands, Caleb. Grimes can't hang on to it. Rubel with the steal. Loring to Rubel to Stevens to Rutherford.
Oh.
Great ball movement there.
Yep, there was that extra pass we were talking about earlier.
Schilling and Luke Manship coming into the game here. Yeah, I don't think Rutherford needed that extra pass. I think he could have taken the 3.
Yeah. He didn't like the closeout coming at him, though, I think. No. And Caden's going to be all by himself in the corner.
Been a lot of slipping right there. Ten-point lead for Eastern Hancock. Mills gets a screen, trying to get into Dawson. Oh!
Yeah, his hand was on the back. That's what they're going to call, and
let's watch it.
I think that's fair. I mean, you don't complain if it doesn't get called, but
that looked like a DB knocking a pass down.
Yeah, it did. And I think he had his hand on the back. And that might be a makeup.
Let me see that again.
No, he did take 2 steps. Changed his pivot, didn't he?
No, his pivot foot moved. He picked it up. 2:44 to go. Rutherford to Stevens again.
Zach was looking for a cutter, and nobody wanted to cut for him.
Rutherford's defender fell down, couldn't get it, but Eli Manship there for the offensive board. Luke gets bodied by Grimes. No call. Rutherford open 3, no.
Oh, come on, Eli.
Oh, Eli Manship just steals it away from Shinover. And Luke can't get the roll. Tap back out. Coach Hunt is not happy at all.
I think that's fair. I don't think I would be happy either. And he just got a tee, or did he get a warning?
He got a warning to stay in the coach's box here.
He's going to get teed. He says one more word, that's going to be. Look, I get his frustration. That's legit.
Yeah.
It looked like Eli fouled him, but we got 3 officials. Nobody saw it.
Well, and that one from Grimes, like, that was a frustration. There was all kinds of chaos, and Grimes swatted down. That was a legitimate foul by Grimes, and Manship tips it out. That's got to be over.
That was nobody had control.
Okay.
So I think Schilling gets the rebound on that past half court.
Allen, and we're going to get another foul on Eli there.
That's going to be his 3rd. That is tough.
That one, I think that one was kind of legit. He's fighting for it. If you watch, he had a hold of the arm, yeah. So Eli going to pick up the foul. We give Schilling the offensive rebound after half court there.
Yep. I think that's probably the last we'll see of Eli until after halftime.
Yeah, minute 52. Shinover travels with it. Right now the turnovers are what's killing the Rebels.
Yep.
Unforced errors.
They had it down to 4 points. We upped our hustle game, and the Rebels decided to. I think that's like their 3rd travel in the last 3 or 4 possessions.
Yeah.
I like that going inside. Rubel drew a triple team. They're sitting in a 2-3 now.
Schilling drives, finds Luke Manship, 3.
Oh!
In and out, tipped out. Oh, I thought it was tipped out, but Grimes managed to grab it.
That's a carry rep.
Yeah.
There's his carry.
That's what Coach Bechtel's saying.
Yeah, when your hand goes to the bottom of the ball.
Sullivan hands off to Noah Allen. Allen, left-handed spinning layup, somehow gets it to fall.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It's his 6th point.
And the Rebels needed that basket badly.
Yes, they did. And there was 2 or 3 times there that could have had a travel or a carry called on that. So Rubel working on Grimes, leaves it short.
Yeah, I like that move though.
And I like that they're letting both of them play physical with each other. You know, they've let the boys play here today. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
They've been pretty consistent down low. 10-point Royal lead. Allen, tough shot, banks it in. Ten seconds left here. Schilling finds Caleb in the corner. 3, got it. Allen with the full court heave, no good. Here's the crazy thing. I've got 11 assists, and I know I'm probably off. But I have 11 assists on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 made baskets. That can't be right.
I have 9 assists.
I may have marked an assist when I meant to mark a rebound.
Yeah, but regardless, even if it's 9 out of 12 baskets, that's still ridiculous.
By the way, it is cheerleading alumni night, so I'm going to zoom all the way out here during halftime. And we'll come back after this so you can watch the cheerleading alumni stuff. All right, Coach Knight back here getting ready to start the second half. Let's take a look at our cheer block.
Yeah, the cheer block shrunk during halftime.
Can you see who's over there?
Oh, George and Connor. Is that Blake, Jake, Miles, Jaden, and who? I can't tell who's in the back row. Oh, that's that Maverick.
Is that Braden Hill?
Braden Hill showing. Awesome.
Recent
Always
graduate,
good.
Braden Hill. I like to scan the bleachers. Mr. Barton was giving me a hard time. Hey, there's one of our former broadcasters, right?
Yep.
Cameron Wise?
Maybe current, but definitely former Purdue Pete.
So here's a discussion Adam Barton and I were having today.
Okay.
Who is the most famous person to either A, ever play in our gym, or B, the most famous person to ever be in our gym? So if you're listening right now, if you can help us out with that, we've been having this discussion. So most famous players to play in our gym, like the best, the most successful, go on to have the most success, but also the most famous person to just be in our gym.
That's a really good question.
And Dave Poff is not, supposedly, I disagree, but he is not the correct answer for most famous person to be in the gym.
I'm trying to think, since I've been here, the player that's been outstanding was Miles Colvin. I mean, anytime you got a kid that committed to Purdue his junior year is playing in your gym, that's not bad.
An off the backboard alley-oop was kind of pretty, too.
Yes, that was.
Loring drives. Nice tip by Eli Manship to slap that thing to his brother. Rubel somehow fits it in there to Luke. Luke out to Loring, and Loring buries the three.
Nice landing. I think, did we have a general here a couple of years ago
I think so.
For Veterans Day?
So if you're watching, if you can give the most famous person.
Well, okay, so here's something that you might not even know this. There was a TV show called Life Goes On. It was Sunday night, starring Wilford Brimley, amongst others. I believe, maybe he wasn't on that one. Rob Lowe's twin brother Chad was on it.
But Eli Manship just picked up his fourth.
Of course he did. Eli thinks fouls are a contest. There was a young man with Down syndromes on the show, and I can't remember his real name, but on the show his name was Corky, and he actually came here and spoke at a assembly like early 2000s.
Donovan Shinover, 70% free throw shooter, missed his first. So
Corky from Life Goes On. I believe it was Life Goes On.
Luke Morris is claiming it is him. I don't know if he's the most famous person or the best basketball player. Another miss. Hey, we talked about in the pregame, Randolph Southern gets to the line a lot. They have yet to hit a free throw here tonight.
Yeah, that's not good for them. That's not going to help you win a game, that's for sure.
Loring.
And that time, Dotson got called.
He got called last time.
All right, let me say this. I don't think he argued this time.
Yes.
About that. That would be better. Speaking of free throws, Landon hit both of his last time.
Yeah.
And the announcer jinx.
See, I said Miles Colvin. I can't think of another boys player at that level.
No.
Girls, I can't remember all of them. I know there's a girl from Northwestern who went on to play at Purdue that played here, or played against us here.
Yeah.
Loring sinks number 2. Gives him 9 on the game. 15-point lead now.
I feel like back in the days of single class, we may have been playing some other schools.
Sullivan for the long 2. Not like you'd expect. I mean, it was still a lot of local schools. I believe, I was telling Barton about this, I believe we had professional wrestling here in the late 70s or early 80s.
Ooh.
We did a professional wrestling, and Dick the Bruiser was here.
Nice. Dick the Bruiser. My dad, I think that's what my dad told me about, that Dick the Bruiser ate at one of the restaurants he was managing.
Yeah.
And a kid came up to him with his autograph book and asked him to sign it, and Dick the Bruiser ripped it in half
Nice.
And afterwards, they asked him why he did that, and he said, hey, anybody could sign a book, but think of the story that kid has to tell, like Dick the Bruiser ripped my autograph book in half.
Well, and I think he's from Indiana.
Nice.
I think he's from Peru or Logansport. Rubel hits them both. Leads back up to 15. Always nice, Rubel getting in that rhythm, hitting free throws. He's got 12, 2 off of his season high. Yeah, nice steal by Luke Manship up ahead to Loring. Loring pops it back to Manship. Manship up and over the defender.
We did have that DJ for the the state championship pep rally that we did.
I don't remember what his name was.
And Blue from the Colts I believe it was Blue, I guess he was at the middle school gym. I don't know if he was in here. Dang, I take that back.
I have a couple people. John Allison would have played at Purdue. I don't know John Allison. Steve Alford, I don't believe, ever played in our gym. We never hosted Newcastle until a couple years ago.
Right. Who was the I'm blanking, the guy from Greenfield that played at Purdue? Oh, man. I'm blanking on his name right now.
I'm guessing, what was his name? There was a guy from Greenfield back in the 60s that has their scoring record. Is it Edwards? Is that his name?
Yeah, but there was a guy, I want to say he's around Paxton's age. Because he's got kids that are like school age now. God, I cannot remember his name. But I don't know if we had hosted Greenfield at that point.
Loring pokes it away. Good active D. Nice job by Rutherford to jump it over, helping just enough. Good take by Brody Mills.
Yeah, that was an acrobatic shot.
Gets on the board. Oh, throws it off the face.
We did have the Secretary of Education at our school a couple of years ago.
Schilling corner three. Kind of double clutched it.
Yeah. There's a Rebel flying out at him. Was that Betsy DeVos?
Nice defense. Shenever misses Schilling there for the rebound. And then nobody stops Schilling. He's just going to take it all the way himself.
Coast to coast.
Say thank you for this.
Kirchhoff, there we go.
Yep.
Thank you, John.
And Lynn
Carlton, yep.
Shenever throws it into Grimes. Over Rubel. Nice move by Grimes.
We've got back that up and down tempo again that we had in the first quarter. Oh, Schilling, take that three. Loring will.
Yep, wide open look.
Ooh.
A little too long on that one.
Yeah, and that was Brody Sullivan flying out at him. May have.
Allen.
That looked like a sprained ankle.
Yeah, it does. Tried to put the brakes on. He can't quite do it. A couple more. Matt Overton, Colts long snapper.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was here a lot, actually.
Because he helped coach, right? A couple of years? Or
no, he just kind of helped.
Was
he was around with Junior Amavai, doing some summer stuff.
How can we not talk about Jimmy O being in the gym?
Well, of course. But Claude Atkins from Push Too Far.
All right.
There you go, Rutherford. Just can't get that one to fall.
We're about 7 miles from having Gene Hackman in our gym.
Shenever bounces it off Loring's leg there, and Shenever went down hard.
Yep,
I think he hit where he tripped over the step.
Yeah, where it sticks out.
Yeah.
That was really good defense from Landon to cut off that sideline, too. Matt Canada. All right, fair enough. Back in the New Pal versus EH days.
Rubel sends that one back. Schilling with another rebound. Nice pass from Schilling over to Loring. Finds Rutherford. Caleb's corner three is good.
I got a question for you, John, if you're still paying attention to this. Do people like Matt Canada now or not? I forget.
Nice give and go action. Oh, but Allen with the extra pass. Probably an unnecessary extra pass. Leads to the tough shot by Jeffries. Rubel over to Loring. Dishes into Luke Manship. Back to
pretty.
Rubel.
That was beautiful ball movement. You go most famous person to play against EH.
I was saying it could be play. Oh, you mean like at another gym?
Yeah.
That'd have to be Alford.
Alford, and then.
I don't know if we ever played Alford.
But Burrow.
But we didn't play them in a game. It was that.
I thought we played. It
was like it was like the Hoosier Gym, not a real game. It was like a summer league game.
Yeah, well, you know.
George McGinnis for the Pacers reading. That would have to be if you got a basketball Hall of Famer.
Iceman. Oh no, that's George Gervin was the Iceman.
Iceman was George Gervin.
My George is messed up. McGinnis was awesome.
Caleb Rutherford.
Oh.
Gets it over to Grimes. Short jumper's good for Grimes. Some good conversation about most famous people and best basketball players.
They'll probably be talking about it at Ben's after the game and possibly the why not.
Yeah. That ball movement again. Luke Manship rises up.
That's a pretty shot. Royals really open it up this quarter.
It was chaotic. I'm going to say that was still chaotic. I think a foul is going to go on Trenton Jeffries. Steve Barton said Lee Corso. I know he came to watch football. I don't know if he's been in our gym.
Yeah.
Steve would know more than I would.
Right. The old, what I was told was a tall tale about Lee Corso was that he came here to scout Doug Peacock and couldn't figure out how to get to the school, so he pulled over on 70 and jumped the fence. Now, Peacock told me that didn't actually happen, but.
Nice ball movement. Stevens corner three. Got it. Stevens assisted by Rutherford. Allen gets in and Rutherford grabs him to keep him from hitting the layup there. Now, one thing I always thought was funny. I was told by some old-time coaches that they didn't have an ambulance in Shirley at that time. So for the football games, the funeral home in Wilkinson brought the hearse out.
It's the first made free throw, by the way, for the Rebels.
Yeah.
Speaking of. Oh, my gosh.
They were 0-6 leading up to that.
Is that an intimidation thing? Do you park it like on their side of the sideline too? Wow.
Shinover comes out there, as does Loring. Greg Hall says Oscar Wilkinson played against them in a regional.
All right.
Allen hits both of them there.
Thanks, Greg. Big O.
Stevens. Nice take. Flips it over to Caleb. Up to Rubel. Rubel, tough take. Can't get the basket to go, but does draw the foul. That went on Grimes, his second. Rubel's going to go to the line to shoot two. He's tied his season high with 14 right now. Having a really nice game.
Yeah, he is.
Friendly bounce. Too strong, a little too flat on that one. Brody Sullivan grabs the board. Allen flips it over there. Ronnie Dotson way too strong, and then Sullivan knees it out of bounds.
There is an aspect of this game right now that reminds me of like the Saturday mornings down in the elementary school gym. The ball is flying all over, bodies are flying all over, the pace is a little frenetic.
I think you get that. It's the day after, or the first game back for both of these teams in a couple weeks. Nice deflection, but right into the hands of Schilling. Oh! Rubel thought that went off Allen, but the official saw it differently. 51 seconds remain here in the third. Eastern Hancock leads by 22. They've blown this game open. They only had an 11-point lead at the half. Sullivan gets cut off, gets it back out to Dotson.
We've been playing without Eli for most of the quarter, too.
Yep. Grimes for three, no. Rebounded by Schilling. Schilling drives, gets it over to Rubel, but stolen away by Allen. Oh, blocked by Luke Manship. Stevens to Rubel to Rutherford. Oh, wow. So let's replay this sequence here. Hold on.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
So Manship with the block, Zach Stevens with the quarterback throw. Rubel knew right where Caleb Rutherford was. See, Zach, I always knew you were a quarterback.
Yeah, can't deny it, Zach. We still got a jersey for you. Threw my son a touchdown pass.
Yes, he did. So Rutherford with that, Rubel with the assist, Stevens with the rebound. And you know what time it is, Scott?
It is trivia time.
Time for the Dave's Express Care Car Wash and Grill trivia question. Here we go. Landon Loring has scored 20 or more points in 3 straight games. Who was the last Eastern Hancock player to have 3 consecutive games of 20 or more?
We got a couple of guesses, I think, but I would not be willing to bet money on any of them. That's a good question.
This one took me a while to dig this out. I was surprised because I was one of those things that I didn't know. I thought maybe I just look back to the previous year and see,
right.
Rubel it was not Rubel or anything last year. So it was one that took me a minute. So
Coach Kokenauer said Silas Allred, who was an All-American wrestler from Nebraska, wrestled here because he went to Shenandoah. So way more famous people have been in our gym than I realized.
I know. Nice Rubel with the steal, and then Rubel gets tackled. Well, they tried to tackle Rubel, but both Rebels fell on the ground instead.
Yeah, it's because they don't have a football team. They don't practice it regularly.
Right. We've seen Rubel break a fair amount of tackles.
Yes, we have.
You can't go high on him.
No, that would be foolish. Schilling camped out in the opposite corner from Loring. There it is. Oh, take the shot, Schilling.
Schilling got up in the air and couldn't do anything.
Yep. Drove baseline, got underneath, and take the 3, Luke. That's nice defense.
Allen no good. Allen gets his own rebound, but then, he had it stolen by Schilling. Schilling had it stolen by Dotson. Loring blocks the shot, and Manship comes away with the rebound.
I've got us with 4 blocks tonight.
Loring swatted out of bounds. Oh, are they going to get a foul? Yep. I thought that was actually fairly clean by Schinover, but maybe because he came down on him there.
Yeah, that could be.
I think he was clean up high, but I think he came down on him.
But this turned into not a clean game, but very, very entertaining.
Yeah. And I think part of Randolph Southern's problems, Schinover was not involved in that third quarter.
Yeah, he was not. By the way, we got a new guest for, I don't know if this is the guest for most famous person or for your trivia from Lindsay Eck.
For last Royal, I was looking for boys basketball player. Last boys basketball player.
She may end up being the most famous person here.
She might.
Before everything is said and done.
But yes, looking for the last boys basketball player to score 20 or more in 3 straight games.
And we know we got some trivia guys out there, Kokenauer and Collins. We got some people who regularly answer and do pretty well. Unless they're on John Harrell right now trying to look it up.
They wouldn't have individual stats on there. So
all right, fair enough.
Noah Allen sinks the 3. That's good defense, just a nice shot by him. I got him with 13 now.
Yep, he's done a nice job.
Manship swatting that thing out to Rubel. Nice pass, Schilling to Eli Manship. Thing is just bouncing everywhere. The Royal ball.
I missed the rebound on that whole crazy sequence right before. Who was it that Eli tipped it out to?
Rubel.
That's what I thought. All right.
Sorry, I was adding some stuff up here.
All right. We got some guesses now. Jared Pyle and Victor Vins. Victor Vins, the only 50-point scorer for the boys.
Could be Victor Olivo.
Could be Victor Olivo.
He didn't play basketball. Victor had multiple 200-yard rushing games. Does that count? Grimes to Allen in the corner, back inside to Grimes. And Rubel just too strong there. Bounces into the hands of Schilling. Loring's shot is blocked. And then it goes through the legs of Allen out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern Hancock ball. Some more guesses. Kinsey Cook, yes, we know Kinsey Cook. Addison True.
Yep, Addison, Landon, those are
Landon
good ones.
Frakes, that's a good guess.
I would have guessed both Addison and Landon. Nice pass.
Oh, extra pass. Rubel to Eli Manship, proving that Eli can do something other than foul.
I love you, Eli. You're one of my top manships.
Allen, another 3. No good. Loring grabs the rebound away from him.
And then he zigzags all the way across court.
Rubel to Luke Manship, and Luke Manship gets the basket and the late foul. Rubel has passed the ball really well today.
And he's got assists on consecutive possessions to the Manship brothers.
Luke Manship, 80% on the season. Increases it right there. 28-point lead now for Eastern.
This was a 4-point game at one point in the second quarter.
Sullivan way off the mark. Loring with another rebound. Loring takes it all the way in, gets the layup.
Yeah, and that should have been a basket regardless.
Well, again, Shinover was doing everything there early on. It's like we have not called his name.
Nope.
I mean, he's their leading scorer. He's been out for a good chunk of it. Give and go, and Schilling hits the layup, making a 32-point lead. 3 more points, and we're talking running clock here.
To quote Ron Burgundy, this escalated really quickly.
Yes, it did. Dotson, no good.
And there's a really good chance Loring's just going to pull up and sink it.
Yep. Has it stolen away by Dotson.
Man, that's going to be on Loring, I think.
His third. So let's check out our trivia. This was our question. Loring scored 20 plus in 3 straight games. Who's the last player to have 3 straight 20-point games? It would be Landon O'Neill.
Yeah.
So the year that we won the sectional in 2022, during the 3 sectional games, he scored 20. He increased it each time. It was like 25, 27, 29 in those games. And I thought for sure, there'd be some others. There's not a lot of guys that have done it 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Even going back to Addison True and those guys, there's not a lot of guys that have done it multiple games in a row.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about because of some of the teams we've had in the different conferences we've been in. There's always been some down teams. I would have guessed Addison. I would have guessed Dustin Smith, possibly Caleb Kennedy.
Rutherford, puts it on a running clock.
Yeah, who'd that pass come? Was that another Stevens?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, Stevens not out there. That must have been Loring.
Coach Hunt wants a timeout.
Unofficially, I've got us with 18 assists right now.
And we've outscored them 14-3 here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, 18 assists. I mean, I don't have all of our assist records and stuff, but I mean, 18 assists is up there for last time. We haven't had 18 assists in a while.
Right.
So I don't know how, obviously not official there, but.
Yeah. But this falling on the JV game is fantastic. What a night for good team basketball.
Again, we shook off that early rust. First half was a close half back and forth.
All right, is there an over-under on how long before Eli Manship gets his 5th foul?
Really quickly here. So running clock, 3:08 to go. Austin with the ball. Now Grimes with it up top. Another stat I want to find is longest streak of double-figure games. I think that'd be an interesting one to find. Or most double-figure games scored. Ball's dead there in the corner. Jeffries lost it. Loring comes up with the steal. Stevens is jumping up and down in the corner. Nobody was looking up at him. Loring takes it in. Hard off the glass.
He knows the only person that's going to feed him tonight is Rutherford, and they wouldn't pass it to Caleb. So Gavin Jenkins getting set to check in. There's going to be a foul.
Offensive foul. Yeah, wow. Austin pushed off there. His first foul of the game. So Gavin Jenkins will come in. Loring will take a seat. Manship drives in, kicks to his brother. Go inside to Jenkins. We're working to try to get Jenkins a shot here.
I would. Why not? There you go. Take it.
Gavin Jenkins leaves it short. Luke Manship with the offensive board.
Oh, I don't know if you said John Jordan got that one correct, the trivia correct.
Oh, yes. Zach Stevens with the offensive rebound, and then Coach Bechtel calls a timeout just so he can get Drew Morris in.
Yep. A couple of JV studs there, and Eli will not foul out tonight.
Yeah.
$25 assists in the 2021 season. All right, thank you, John.
There we go. Jenkins
all right.
Gets the layup. Gavin Jenkins gets into the stat book. I think that's his first varsity points, if I'm not
He scored
mistaken.
against Knightstown?
He did not.
Okay.
Although somehow I have him in there as scoring 9 points in a game and 10 rebounds. I don't know where I copied that from, but it was not right, so in our stat book. Fadeaway there, no good by Jeffries. Saved by, I don't know who that is because he's not on our roster there. 32, is that Brett Southwood maybe?
Yeah.
Saved it, but to no avail. So Eastern Hancock victorious here tonight, 72-35. Eastern Hancock wins another running clock game here. Great job by the Royals. We see them, they'll move to 5-3 on the season, and they've got a week off to prepare for a really big conference matchup against Wapahani. Wapahani is a team that we have not beaten since joining the MEC.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow. I know we almost had, 2 years ago?
2 years ago up there, they got us at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Isaac Andrews hit a spinning shot at the buzzer to win it. But that's a big game. Wapahani undefeated, at least in conference play, maybe undefeated on the season. I'm not sure, 100% sure on that. That is the girls' conference records there, I believe, not the boys. So let me see. I know I have the girls. Let's see if I have. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, Wapahani 10-0 on the season. And they've played some good competition, but they have shown themselves to be a little more beatable than last year, I think.
Right.
They lost, obviously, Isaac Andrews. When you have the leading scorer in Delaware County history, it takes a little bit of time to mesh to get everybody back. So, again, 10-0, that's going to be a huge game because Eastern Hancock now sitting at 3-0 in the conference. Monroe Central 2-0, Wapahani 2-0, Shenandoah 3-0. So a really big game for them. Randolph Southern, as we said, will go play in the Randolph County tournament. They'll play Union Modoc next week. So good luck to them in that game. They already played Union earlier this year. They beat them 77-45. So that'll be good luck to the Rebels moving forward. You got stats for us?
Everything unofficial, of course, especially that second half where everything got frantic. But leading the way scoring-wise for the Royals tonight, Landon Loring with 16. I had Rubel with 15. Caleb Rutherford with 11 and Luke Schilling with 11. Luke Manship with 9. Zach Stevens with 6 and Eli Manship and Gavin Jenkins with 2 apiece. Rebounds, Rubel with 12. Schilling with 6. Luke Manship 3, Eli with 3, Zach Stevens with 3, Loring with 2. We've got assists coming out the wazoo here. We got 3 guys with 4. That's Loring, Schilling, and Luke Manship. Had Zach Stevens with 1, Caleb Rutherford with 2, and Rubel with 3. And then steals, again, I've got Loring, Eli Manship, and Rubel with 2 steals, and Rutherford with another one.
I've got just point totals for the Rebels. They were led by Noah Allen with 13, Donovan Shinover 9, Brody Sullivan 5, Bryson Grimes 4, Ronnie Dotson 2, and Brody Mills 2. So if you look there on the screen, last thing for you before we cut you loose, the sectional standings. Randolph Southern will travel to Blue River for the sectional, where Monroe Central and Cambridge City Lincoln are both sitting on top of that sectional, but it's a very winnable sectional top to bottom. A lot of teams, it would be a good competition up there. Eastern Hancock goes to Crystal House. And if you look at that, everybody there, Crystal House, that's Manual, old Manual High School, with a winning record. Heritage Christian with a winning record. Us with a winning record. Kip Indy Legacy with a winning record. Triton Central at 5-5. They've had some struggles for everything they brought back. They have struggled to put some stuff together. Irvington Prep with the worst record in the sectional at 5-9, but we saw last year Irvington Prep didn't have a great record, but they came in and beat us in the sectional championship. So Should be a lot of fun at Manual this year. So I want to tell everybody thanks for tuning in. Who's our Paxton Farms player of the game?
I got to go with Rubel. His first half was unbelievable. He had 10 points and 10 rebounds just in the first half. Was passing like a fiend tonight. And I think we ran everything through Caden. So
Caden Rubel, congratulations, our Paxton Farms player of the game. So I believe next week the girls are at Blue River. We will not be streaming that game. We don't have any service in Blue River's gym. So we will not be there, but you can catch next Saturday. Principal Adam Barton and Lincoln Schilling are going to be doing the broadcast next Saturday. The girls host Union County. And then we'll send you guys the links to watch Wapahani. They do a nice live stream up at Wapahani, so we will probably send you the links to watch that one. So we'll be back in action the following week when we have Union County and Greenfield.
Yep.
So thank you guys for tuning in, and drive safely this weekend.